Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers want to be champions now, but to bring in a big star, they will need to open up at least one important player. Will trading Austin Reeves for Jimmy Butler be an advantage, and will it elevate the Lakers to a candidate? If you're going to win now, it would be worth bringing in Butler, but if you're thinking about the future, it's better to stick with Austin Reeves. Rumors, fan favorite could leave in exchange for a star. The Los Angeles Lakers are likely a backcourt or frontcourt stud away from becoming legitimate title contenders. The franchise could trade for a Miami Heat superstar wing, but it would require them to move on from a trustworthy wing familiar with the organization. In this trade, the Lakers acquired Jimmy Butler at the expense of Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent, fadeaway World's Eddie Bitar wrote on Wednesday. For Los Angeles, this is a high-risk move aimed at maximizing LeBron James and Anthony Davis's championship window. From Miami's perspective, this trade is more than a simple salary dump. Vanderbilt, known for his defensive versatility, could find new life in Miami, and Gabe Vincent had the best stretch of his career with the Heat, making him an easy addition to their rotation. Adding Butler could elevate the Lakers to the top of the Western Conference pecking order. Butler's ability to play as a third scoring option while taking on tough defensive assignments would take pressure off LeBron and AD, especially in the playoffs. His averages of 22.9 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game in 2023 underscore his ability to impact the game in multiple ways. More importantly, Butler's leadership and playoff toughness are qualities that could give the Lakers an edge in a tight series against teams like the Thunder or Nuggets. The main concern for the Lakers would be sacrificing young, affordable talent like Reeves and Rui for an aging superstar with a significant contract. Butler will be 35 during the final year of his deal this season, which could complicate future roster flexibility. However, if the Lakers can secure a championship with this core, the gamble will have paid off. As an undrafted rookie entering the 2021-22 season, the expectations for Reeves were low. Little did the Lakers know, Reeves would build on his moderate success in year one and transform into one of James' favorite teammates in Los Angeles. While the Oklahoma product's defensive shortcomings are problematic, he's an underrated one-on-one operator with a fluid 1-2 dribble pull-up jump shot. Reeves averages 18.3 points per contest on 43.8% field goal shooting and 36.1% three-point shooting this season. However, Butler is an elite two-way talent who's a proven winner in the big leagues, which may fulfill Los Angeles's win-now need. Los Angeles would miss Reeves, but the Lakers have to do what's best for them now. Lakers must find a solution to massive Austin Reeves' problem before it's too late. It's time to have a difficult conversation. Los Angeles Lakers guard Austin Reeves has become one of the three most valued players on the roster. Exceeded only by Anthony Davis and LeBron James, Reeves has steadily improved during each of his 4 NBA seasons, playing at a level that has made him untouchable in trade talks. Unfortunately, there's a harsh reality that the Lakers must face and address if they hope to become a true contender. Teams are targeting Reeves on defense. Reeves is in the midst of his best NBA season from an offensive perspective. He's averaging 18.3 points, 5.9 assists, 4.3 rebounds, 1.2 steals, and 2.6 three-point field goals made per game, posting a slash line of .436/.361/.813. It's been an impressive step forward from a player who has continued to evolve into a dynamic playmaker capable of alleviating pressure from Davis and James. Unfortunately, the progress made on offense hasn't yet negated the concerns that many have about his defense. He's been better than he's often given credit for, but there are flaws that continue to be revealed at inopportune times. That was on full display when the Dallas Mavericks, playing without Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, dominated the Lakers by going right at Reeves over and over again. Lakers need Austin Reeves to become a reliable isolation defender. Los Angeles entered the clash with Dallas in an advantageous position. With Doncic and Irving out, the Mavericks were down their two best shot creators and playmakers, and were thus unlikely to win, let alone excel in isolation. Instead, Dallas emerged victorious, decimating Los Angeles by a margin of 118-97 and routinely going at Reeves in isolation. Dallas put Austin Reeves into isolations 15 times. No one had done that more than 8 times all season. It was an absolute ruthless roasting of him. Literally the entire second-half strategy was to take turns to cook Reeves. Tim Cato, at Tim_Cato, January 8, 2025. In the end, Dallas shot 64.3% from the field when Reeves was the primary defender. It was tough to watch, as the Mavericks pinpointed Reeves as a player they could exploit and were routinely rewarded for the strategy. To make matters worse, former Lakers guard Spencer Dinwiddie put up 18 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds, and Dallas converted 18 three-point field goals. Poor perimeter defense has been a common theme for the Lakers during the 2024-25 season. The unfortunate reality put on display during the loss to the Mavericks is that general inconsistency from the team isn't actually the biggest issue. The true cause for concern is the fact that, even if Dorian Finney-Smith helps the team improve on defense, Reeves hasn't yet proven he can handle being an isolation focal point on that end of the floor. Come the playoffs, teams will look to exploit that opportunity in the same way the Mavericks did. It's an annual tradition, as teams locate an opponent's weak link on defense during a 7-game series and craft a strategy to repeatedly attack the matchup until they're either stopped or they run said player off the court. Reeves has a strong track record in the playoffs, but as his offensive role expands, he'll need to find a way to provide the Lakers with legitimate two-way contributions for the team to compete. Why Max Christie, Dorian Finney-Smith pairing bodes well for Lakers defense. Since Max Christie was moved into the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup, he's drawn some of the toughest defensive assignments in the league. Last month, he found himself matched up against Ja Morant, Trae Young, Cade Cunningham and ultimately Stephen Curry. Albeit the tough matchups, he's proven himself as one of the team's most reliable defensive players. And now, with the addition of Dorian Finney-Smith via trade with the Brooklyn Nets, the Lakers have an intriguing wing pairing on the defensive end. Guarding some of the best offensive players in the league has been how Finney-Smith has earned his money. The Lakers now have 2 players on the roster they can feel comfortable with chasing around the NBA's premier scoring threats. In Dorian Finney-Smith's second game with the Lakers, on January 2 against the Portland Trail Blazers, he was in with the starters late in the fourth quarter alongside Max Christie on the wing. The following night against the Atlanta Hawks, he was in with the starters once again forming a defensive pairing with Christie. The Lakers managed to close out both of those games, and did so on the defensive end. Following the Lakers' win against the Hawks, Finney-Smith spoke about just trying to match Christie's energy, and how he's been in the young guard's ear since joining the team. Since I've been here, Max has been terrific on the defensive end, bringing a lot of energy. So when I come in, I try to match his energy. I told him, I've been in his shoes before, Finney-Smith said. Especially sometimes, you play defense all day and you might not get a shot. A lot of people don't keep that intensity when they ain't getting the ball. I just try to preach it to him that I've been there before. That's what's made me valuable in this league. For a team looking to improve on the defensive end, Finney-Smith certainly gives the Lakers another look, especially when paired up with Christie. Defensive wings key to Lakers' success. When the Lakers won the 2020 NBA title, they had a pair of tough defensive-minded wings in the starting lineup in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Danny Green. But since trading both players in the subsequent years, they've been unable to replicate that type of defensive intensity. But if the closing lineup against the Blazers and Hawks is any indication, the Lakers might be inching closer to reaching that type of wing defense that's eluded them since then. Finney-Smith's calling card since he's been in the NBA has been defense, and Christie is developing into one of the better wing defenders in the league. In fact, after Christie dropped a career-high 28 points against the Blazers last week, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick said he felt the catalyst for that big game started on defense. "I didn't think his first run was good in terms of his defensive disposition," Redick said. "I thought his career night started with changing the disposition on defense." While it's a small sample size in terms of how Max Christie and Dorian Finney-Smith will hold up defensively for the rest of the season, the initial results are encouraging for the Lakers. Doe is a great defender. He's got a lot of size, he's a big wing for sure. "I think for us as a team, that addition definitely helps us," Christie said. "I think that pairing at the end of the game was great. I thought we did a good job kind of holding their points, trying to make sure they weren't scoring too much at the end of the last 2 minutes. I thought me and Doe did a good job of that. I thought we did a good job rebounding the ball at the end too."